Yep, another figure from the same line that I got yesterday.
Determination to conquer all my ambitions, despite all the conditions. In light of my past decisions, made it to this position, and so my disposition. Not seeing no limits, killing the competition. Yeah, I'm a beast.
What's up, you guys? Tetsuran here, and I'm doing another unboxing today, which is weird that I make unboxings so close to each other. But got another figure, another robot spirit from Pacific Rim Uprising, which is getting its theatrical release tomorrow in my country. Actually, today is Wednesday, March 21st, the time of this recording, that is. So yeah, and I'm super hyped for it, but most likely not going to go watch it until Saturday. But anyways, we're not here to talk about the movie. I'm going to make a review of it actually as soon as I see it. But for now, let's just review this guy, or box this guy. These aren't really reviews. So, starting with the box, this exact same as Titan Redeemer. So Jaeger in the front, Jaeger inside, blueprints here. The side Jaeger, Razor Phoenix, legendary Bandai, the Machinations. The side, you can see that this is the robot number 229. I forgot to tell you guys that yesterday. Titan Redeemer is the 230, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. A shot of the bot here inside. Rogue spirits, same stuff we saw in front. Rear vortex cannon parts also included, over 24 points of articulation. In the top says side Jaeger, a Mark 5 Brute, so this is another strength focused Jaeger that can still run with the 6s. So this guy is pretty much the how would you put it, the grandpa of the movie, the old model, the Cherno Alpha. So Razor Phoenix shoots from the chest with a centrifugal vortex cannon that is as spectacular as deadly, and I'm really hyped to see that during the movie. So it says that, and in the back, more soft, the bluefin sticker, so this is an official product. It says Razor Phoenix along with his, what would you call it, his logo at the top, and on the bottom, more stuff. And getting to cut the tape and replace the blade this time around, so it's actually got some edge, because yesterday I used one that was it's pretty much as dull as a stick. So now open it up. This is the box, the back, and the instructions should be right behind this thing. So instructions, extremely simplistic as well. They are just like Titan Redeemers, basically nothing on them, because the figure itself doesn't have many features aside from articulation. A few accessories and stuff like that, but realistically speaking, he doesn't have much. Let's get rid of the box already. Already took a look at that. And now let's just take a look at not at Titan Redeemer, at Bracer Phoenix himself. And you know, I'm not sure how much I like this guy. You know, the design is not that interesting in my opinion. It kind of looks like something out of Halo, which, no, it's not necessarily bad, but it doesn't look that original. And you know, he's super plain, his color scheme. I mean, like, it's just like a few grays with brown. And, you know, it looks kind of boring to me, but you know, let's take it out. Oh, and by the way, I got this guy instead of Gypsy because they didn't have Gypsy yet at the store, and but you know, I already, you could say I pre-ordered one, so you know, I basically have Gypsy yet, I just don't have it. So yeah, that's interesting. And here's the Jaeger. Here's stand. Here are the Vortex cannons, and another set of Vortex cannons. They're different actually. Let's see. No, I believe these ones go in the front and these ones go in the back. And then, you know, open hands. And you know what's weird is that in all the trailers, promotional pictures and stuff like that, Bracer Phoenix has a seismic morning star, which is the thing that the Titan Redeemer has. And you know, the figure doesn't, and that's kind of disappointing. I would have liked for them to include that feature, you know, a seismic morning star, but you know, I'll try to put a Titan Redeemer's one on this guy. But you know, for now, let's try to handle him. The head, god damn it, the head feels super limited inside this cavity where it's at. The shoulders, yeah. You know, something that's really cool. These things actually rotate with the arms, so he can actually raise the arms. Because if you take a look at the other guy here, you know, Titan Redeemer, these things are fixed in place, so the arms can really go forward. I mean, they can move up to the side, but yeah, they're limited. But concerning the design, I guess there was no other way to fix that. You know, we'll have to live with it. Freaking, you know, the arms can come up to the side and, you know, move in all forms of ways, and bicep swivel, and the elbows. Yeah, that's actually pretty neat. You know, just look at that range. Look at that. And then take a look at Titan Redeemer beside him. Yeah, this guy just has so much more range in the elbows. Let's see. I want to pop off the torso first to see the, you know, it's a ball joint, just like Titan Redeemer. Wow, that's deep. That ball joint's deep in there. God damn it, Bandai. Just let me put it back together real quick. Alright, so yeah, it's really deep, and it kind of limits the articulation of it. You know, that's as far back as it can arc, so, you know, basically looking straight forward. It can crunch a bit, you know, that's cool. He can look down, you know, he can look at Scrapper if he needs to. You know, just like that. Let me just adjust the camera here so you can see better. There we go. I hope that's better. Yeah, you know, damn, he really swivels. And you know, to the sides, man, I guess it's decent, but Titan Redeemer has a better range there, definitely. But yeah, this guy does have missile launchers in his eye, and I think that's really cool because fuck, now what broke? Do you see this? God fucking damn it. Well, I mean, to be fair, it just popped off, but you know, your figure doesn't exactly have the best of impressions when you're just gently handling it and, you know, something falls off. But it's not a real issue, given that you just you can just pop it back in, and, you know. Yeah, coming down to the legs. I don't like these guys' legs. You know, they're like, they have this extra joint and doesn't move very much at all. The knee, yeah, doesn't have the best of range. Now let's. Ooh. If you remove this piece, you can get a lot more range. I guess if you're taking pictures, you can just kind of make him in this more dynamic pose and kind of clamp that in there so it doesn't look as hollow. But you know, the legs are pretty static. It doesn't they're not that expressive. You know, the feet are just like Titan Redeemer, just barbell joints. The feet are pretty tall, so that's the thing. And you know, the head of this guy has these eyebrows, and you know that looks kind of silly. But the bicep is really cool. Has a metallic finish. And, you know, that's cool. Let me see if I can focus the camera. As you can see there, he looks real cool. And you know, he has this brass knuckle on his left arm, and he has this kind of rocket, so I assume this is just kind of like a rocket punch. Fuck. You know, this is an issue I've been having with Titan Redeemer as well. The hands just pop off very easily. So yeah, I think this could be just kind of like a elbow rocket. You know, stuff like that. But yeah, I like how these things rotate. They give the guy a cool range of articulation. And you know, I forgot to mention this in my Titan Redeemer unboxing. And these guys have a stand port, and I'll show you how that works just now. I believe this guy has it in his butt right here. Yeah, this appears to be this flap, and yeah, there we go. And you know, Titan Redeemer has it as well. I just forgot to, you know, to show it to you. Because I just forgot. I mean, I knew the feature was there. I had seen the reviews. I just forgot it was there until later in the unboxing. So you know, you can peg a stand there. You know, he can levitate. He can T-pose. I guess works better with open hands. Oh god damn. Yeah, these are on an awful angle, so that's the thing. But they get the T-pose relatively well, you know. Yeah. And you know, like, you can have him, like, you know, in the trailers, it seems like he gets like knocked down among the buildings, so you can I just do this. And by the way, I'm not using a Bandai sand. I'm using a Robotic sand because they're just way tighter and, you know, way more durable. Like, Bandai sands always break. And the peg size is approximately the same as well, so it works very well. Yeah, I recommend Robotic sands. They're way better than Bandai's. Aside from that, I guess... Oh yeah, we need to test out the guns. It's kind of hard to pull off. I don't really like that. You know, he can... Yeah. Guns. You have a problem? Use a gun. Can resolve it with a gun? use Morgan. So let's add Morgan. Good. These panels are super hard to pull off. So yeah, now he has guns on his back and on his front. And I heard people say this is kind of ridiculous, but I guess that if Astro Boy can have guns on his butt, this guy can have guns on his back. Although I will make the argument here that this is kind of inaccurate, from what I've seen at least, because it seems like the guns come out of here, and then they can move throughout these, you know, these whatever the fuck these are, and move to the back. So realistically, why are they so hard to pull off? That wasn't necessary, Bandai. Make the hands tighter, not the guns. You know, he can do this like, you know, a Kaiju, a Nibble Jaeger, let's say, Titan Redeemer sneaks up on him and he can just like shoot him with his back. You know, I guess that's cool, but on the other hand, Striker had missiles, and that was cooler. So I don't know. I don't particularly hate the idea or anything. I just think it's kind of lame. Like this Jaeger doesn't have any. You know, the dude doesn't really have anything especially in particular going for him. You know, aside from maybe his Halo-like design, or I don't know, he's bulky, and you know, just give him these tiny ass guns that are not really impressive at all. See if that works. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably the lamest Jaeger ever. I mean, not lame, but like generic. He really doesn't have anything going for him. If you look at Titan Redeemer, at least he has the Morning Star. You know, this guy is supposed to have it as well, but he doesn't really come with it. So, you know, the wrists are barbed ones. So try to pop off the joint itself, and you know, you can pull off the joint from Titan Redeemer. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I mean, that kind of works. So now you can have in a more trailerish look. You know, at least now he has the Morning Star, and that helps his looks a lot. Unfortunately, you end up with this. I mean, the guy looks cool. You know, Titan Redeemer probably has my favorite design from the movie, but now he doesn't have any weapons or anything. So, I mean, these guys are relatively inexpensive, so you know, they're very affordable. So I guess you could just buy 2 Titan Redeemers and, you know, give one more Morning Star to this guy, and then you know, have your Titan Redeemer and do whatever the fuck you want with the other one. You know, like make a battle damage custom or something. I don't know. I don't care. It's a lot for, you know, like personal tastes and stuff. You know, I would have preferred this guy to come with a Morning Star, or you know, I guess too that, you know, Bandai already had a Jaeger with just one hand, and you know, they could have wanted to give this guy both hands, but they could have just included an extra forearm like they did with Gypsy. I mean, I guess that works, but just I don't know how well this wrist joint will hold. You know, what I mean is, I don't know if this peg will affect the wrist joint in any way or deform it or anything, but you know, the point is you can hold it. If you don't like that, I believe, you know, I've seen from reviews that these guys can, their forearms can pop off. So, yeah, and they all use the same type of. It was surprisingly easier to pull off on Titan Redeemer. You know, they all use the same type of what would you call this? The same type of connection. So let's see if I can pull this. Oh god damn it, the arm fell off. God damn it! Oh fuck. I hate. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying. The sculpt clashes a bit. No, you can actually interchange the forearms, kind of like, you know, a Super Ochogakin like deal here. Just put these. Of course, the colors didn't match, but I mean, like, if you're doing it for pigs, you can just do this and have the Morning Star cover the forearm, and I guess that works too. You know, whatever works for you. You can also try and do a custom connection. I don't know, guys. I don't care. You manage your figures. Yeah, but you know, for now I'll just display him with his hands. And where the fuck is his forearm? Here it is. You know, the reason why these forearms have these arms have better. Oh, it's not plugged in all the way. But give me a second. There we go. But you know, I guess the reason why this guy has better elbow articulation is because the joint is ever so slightly more to the front, so it's not as blocked by the sculpt. So yeah, overall the guy's cool. You know, it's kind of cool. Just like Titan Redeemer, I have my problems with him. The paint job is as simplistic as it can get. You know, that's annoying. Like, I'm paying $35 for a figure that looks like this when I paid about 18 for a figure that looks like this. So yeah, and now that we are talking about comparisons, I say we should compare these guys. So, you know, here's with Cherno, which is, you know, I guess this guy doubles as Uprising's Cherno. You know, he's the oldest Jaeger, the only Mark 5, the rest are Mark 6s. And I've heard rumors about Saber, Athena being a Mark 7. You know, don't take my word for it. I don't know. I've heard about it. I couldn't tell you if it truly is or not. But anyways, so yeah, you can see just these guys. Yeah, they look decently well. They look decently good together. Yeah, they're kind of cool. And you know, now it's time to compare this guy with another Mark 5. Which looks infinitely cooler by comparison. By the way, Striker is my second favorite Jaeger from the first movie. The first one being Cherno. So yeah. This guy is possibly my least favorite Jaeger from the movie. I mean, I guess the other guy, Guardian Bravo or whatever his name is, looks kind of stupid, but you know, the whip is cool. So yeah. You know, like, let me give this guy the guns, the gun mode, the Vortex gun or whatever the name is. You know, also from what I've seen in the trailers, it kind of looks like he has rocket launchers on his shoulder pads as well. But as I've said, I couldn't tell you that that's the trait or anything. So yeah, don't talk to me or my son ever again. But yeah, as you can see, like, the missiles are just so much cooler than these tiny ass guns. But I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this Jaeger? What do you guys think about Uprising? Does it look like trash? Does it look amazing? Are you hyped for it? anything else you want to comment about it? What do you think about this figure in particular? Oh yeah, I forgot to compare him, you know, like to do a real side-by-side comparison with Titan Redeemers, and you know, kind of action close. Oh, by the way, I like the articulation on this guy better, except for the arms. You know, like I guess. Let me, you know, I'm not gonna end the review. Just give me a second, guys. I'm doing stupid stuff. Yeah. No. But well, I'll keep talking. You know what I mean is these guys all share the same kind of joints. So can't seem to pop off. Then Redeemer's shoulders. Come on, pop off! Alright, one's down. So, you know, I guess. Ah! Rugo. As you can see, it's the exact same joint. That's cheap, Bandai! Let's see if I can do this. Yeah. So you know you can mix and match with these guys, and you know I guess that's a cool feature. So now he has the arms with the better elbow range. You know the shoulders are still just as limited, if not more. You know this happened with the other one. The entire ball joint connection popped off, and you know that's something that's kind of cool about Robot Spirit. They don't really break; they just disassemble, kind of like a Lego. Give me a second. I'm fighting with this guy. Try and. No, I wasn't able to get the other arm off. So you'll have to do with this. But you know, you see my point. My point is you can mix and match with these guys' pieces. See, I bet the feet are the same as well. I don't want you to pop off at that point. Let's see if I can. See, all the joints are very much the same, so you can mix and match stuff. And, oh, goddamn. They fall off very easily. That's my greatest. How to say it? Critique about these figures. Besides from the paint, the simplistic paint, they just disassemble really easily. If that makes any sense. Bracer Phoenix can use Redeemer's feet. The sculpt blocks it, but you know the joint is the same, and I'll show you now by doing this. So yeah, you know that's kind of cool. The fact that you know that adds an extra play factor to the toy, if you ask me. You know, it's kind of cool that you can just kind of combine them. You know, my good friend from Google Plus, Cole English, he talks about how much his son likes to combine his evolution toys, you know, his magnetic figures, and make original creations. So I bet he'll love these guys because you can just pop these guys limbs off and you know make creations as well. When I get Gypsy, I'll try to combine him with Titan Redeemer and Bracer Phoenix and see what I can do. But yeah. By the way, I noticed that on both of these guys, both feet are exactly the same. Like they're symmetrical. There's no difference between both. And, you know, I guess that's accurate, but at least with the original Jaegers, most of them had asymmetrical feet. Like the Striker, for example, he had like a longer toe on each foot and stuff like that. I don't know. The new Jaegers, at first I didn't know how to feel about them, but they've grown on me. Except for this guy. He's lame. But, you know, I really like Titan Redeemer. You can see they're about the same height, similarly bulky. Razor Phoenix is just a bit bulkier, but I think this guy looks cooler. Overall, I prefer this figure over this one. So, you know, if I had to recommend you guys one to pick up, I'd say this one. You know, he also comes with Scrapper. Here's a Scrapper. This thing doesn't want to fuck, he does it. There we go. You know, he comes with Scrapper, and I guess that's cool. This guy does come with more stuff for the actual figure, like more hands and, you know, the guns and stuff. I don't know. These guys are cool. I do like them. I have my, you know, they have some points I don't quite like the paint, and you know, they fall off, like they come apart easily, and you know, some of the joints are too tight, some are too loose. You know, I guess they're fine. I guess I like them. Yeah, this has been pretty much it. This review has already dragged on for too long, and I'm tired and I have to go do other stuff, so I'm going to cut it here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like how, you know, how I approach these figures. I probably won't be getting another one till in about a week or so. You know, maybe 2 weeks. You know, maybe 2 weeks, because you know the owner of the store where I buy these toys told me he wasn't getting his Gypsy shipment until, you know, about that long. So yeah, you know, this has been my unboxing of Razor Phoenix. I also made an unboxing for Titan Redeemer. It should be up by now. And yeah, these figures are real cool. So thank you guys very much for watching. You know, if you like it, feel free to subscribe. I don't make content that often, but you know, I'm normally here whenever I get something. I'm unboxing it. Thank you very much for watching, and Tetsuran Mark 1 signing off.
Determination to conquer all my ambitions, despite all the conditions. In light of my past decisions, made it to this position, and so my disposition, not seeing no limits, killing the competition. Yeah, I'm a beast, now I'm unleashed, ready to feast, calm and peace, not in the least. I think that I'm number one, just to keep it 100, 0 to 100, show you how much opponent. Are you a beast? Are you unleashed? You ready to feast, or do you want peace? Not in the least. Do you think you're number one? Can you keep it 100, 0 to 100, show me how much you want it. Some people never have trouble, that's why they don't know what the struggle is. Not me, I had to hustle. Now I'm getting money like Russell did, making them sacrifices, no matter what the price is. Surviving the crisis, why I'm the flyest, not necessarily nicest. I done paid the cost and laid off the boss, analyzed my losses, now I'm taking off. Yeah, I'm a beast, now I'm unleashed, ready to feast, calm and peace, not in the least. I think that I'm number one, just to keep it 100, 0 to 100, show you how much opponent. Are you a beast? Are you unleashed? my ambitions. Despite all the conditions, in light of my past decisions, made it to this position, and so my disposition, not seeing no limits, killing the competition. Yeah, I'm a beast, now I'm unleashed, ready to feast, calm and peace, not in the least. I think that I'm number one, just to keep it 100, 0 to 100, show you how much I want it. Are you a beast? Are you unleashed? You ready to feast, or do you want peace? Not in the least. Do you think you number one? Can you keep it 100, 0 to 100, show me how much you want it. Some people never have trouble, that's why they don't know what the struggle is. Not me, I had to hustle. Now I'm